man, and he's fucking dude. He's interviewed the best of the best, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like the best of the best.
But it was just cool because like you learned about like a lot of music through that stuff, you know, because like MTV, radio stuff. Y'all kind of talked about it a little bit. Like they don't really introduce like new stuff. Like Rob was bringing like the underground stuff, and I would see him at White Rabbit, and I would kind of like. It was the first time I remember like fanboying out about like seeing like a celebrity when I would see him at White Rabbit at a show. I was like, oh look, that's Rob,
That's Rob right there. How old are you?
43.
Oh, so you're same age as I'm about to be 43 Friday.
Oh, okay,
Fucking party.
He's in our age range. All right, cool.
Yeah, so same man. The White Rabbit. That's when it was fucking grungy, bro. Remember back in the day?
It was fun, man. We would go every weekend, and then we were doing band stuff. I was a band. Well, I was in the drum line, so I was like the cool part of the band. But yeah, go to White Rabbit every weekend. We would have shows there. We have to sell those little $1 tickets. Remember?
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. We used to be rolling joints on the couches in there, smoking, drinking.
Yeah, dude.
And we're like 14. And
we're part of the cool kids club. I didn't get to do any of that shit growing up.
No, man.
Nah, I was really, really sheltered by my parents.
Yeah. Were y'all high school buddies, or like how do y'all know each other?
No, we
banged
used to,
him at the Saint back in the day.
Yeah.
Put out easy. He's a slut.
John gave me a blowy, and I just went all in.
We met in a urinal.
Best friends for life.
We met in a urinal.
We shared a urinal one time.
We used to work at the airport together, me and this guy.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
He was part of the lazy crew.
Oh,
they
yeah,
didn't
bro.
do shit, man.
I'm not a working beaner, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
I mean, no, I work
ruined
hard.
the stereotype for us, dog.
I know, man. I work hard in like other shit, but like,
you gotta love what you're doing to like care about it. At least that's how I do it. Like I'm lazy as fuck unless I'm like really into it. Then I click in, dude. Like
this dude's a fucking worker bee, bro.
Fuck,
Worker ant, whatever.
Yeah,
what is it?
my dad pretty much instilled like a lot of good like discipline and all that. Like take pride in everything you do.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Even if you're washing the vehicle, just to take pride in it. Yeah. So that's the way I was fucking just wired in. Doesn't matter what I was doing.
Oh, cool. So y'all two had fathers. That's gay. Bro.
He was, oh man,
I had two daddies. No, I'm just like, I wish. No. No,
cool.
I had
It's cool if you still talk to your dad. That's just a little gay.
Well, mine's dead, but thanks for bringing that up, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, I'm fucking with you. But he is dead. But
mine's dead to me, so it's all good.
Okay, sorry. The father.
I feel bad. We're all laughing.
I know. Like, it's all fucking.
You gotta laugh at it, dude. You gotta laugh at it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much an orphan now. You know, like my mom passed not too long ago and stuff, and I don't really talk to my father. So it's just like, yeah, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't really talk to my dad, and then my brother passed, and then my dad passed.
Damn, dude. Is it a competition? Is it a set-off?
I will one up you, motherfucker.
Well, you know what? I just buried my dog this morning, so.
You had a dog? He's all.
My mom's fighting stage 6 cancer. No one's even heard of it, but she's fighting it. No. I'm just saying, like, I'm the same, like, where it's just my mom now, and it's kind of weird because. It's just like I have my nephews and stuff, but you know, as in my core family.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't mean to one up you.
No. It's always like that with comics. Like it's always like, you think you're sad?
I know.
Try this out on you. You know, like
my dad used to spit in my face for breakfast.
You had a dad who do that.
I wish my dad would spit in my face.
That sperm
Again,
donor
he was never around to spit in my face.
I know. Yeah, you got to get spit in the face once in a while. You know.
Nah, he was.
He said, nah.
He was around, but like he just wasn't like into it, you know. He wasn't into being a dad, so he just like once my parents split up, like he just stopped showing up. He would show up like every now and then, tax time, and then
Text.
Yeah.
Get his cut.
Hey, come on.
Yeah. Hey, my favorite son. What's I don't know. We don't have to talk about this on the podcast. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
You're good, man. I fucking tragedy, man. Something you gotta talk about it. But
yeah.
I'm good, man. We're just chilling. I've been wanting to meet you for a while.
Yeah.
I saw you a long time ago on Double Dave's pod. And
that's how I found out about y'all, Double Davis. They're good dudes. I was supposed to do that show that they were doing, that party that they were doing.
Oh, at the Combies?
They said you were headlining, right?
Yeah, dude. But so, y'all,
and then you abandoned it like your father abandoned you.
It's in the blood. I don't have a choice. You know,
He's not shit in you.
Yeah, it's hereditary.
No, I'm joking, man.
No, because Andrew had, because I'm, if you tell me something, I'm going to put it in my calendar, you know, and I'm a man of my word, you know. And so Andrew had told me the 12th, which is the Sunday. Bet you're on the calendar. I'm not booking anything else. Whatever. And then the announcement started going out, and it was like, no, it's Saturday the 11th. I was like, dog, that's like my busiest night, dude. Like Fridays and Saturdays, like that's when I work, you know. And so I was like, I told him, like, I'm gonna try to make it, but I couldn't make it happen.
Gotcha.
It was a good time. The only bad part for us was that since we were doing the pod, which was fun of course, but we couldn't really concentrate on the stand-up comedy.
Oh,
I'm still waiting for it to come out on DVD so I could see. I don't know if it's gonna be a DVD. I was just fucking around.
Oh, okay.
I know they're supposed to do a video, and I'm waiting to see it because I wanted to see, because a lot of people were coming up to us, right? Like, oh man, I killed.
We didn't think it was going to be that big, at least on our side on the podcast. I mean, people were just at first people were like kind of like staying away, and then the word started spreading. Like, oh, that's an open mic for the podcast. It's just go sit with them, and they're going to start talking with you.
Yeah, you tell comics I got a podcast. Like, oh, let me get on that shit.
You have your own, right?
Yeah, man, I've had a few. Right now, I'm working with another comic, Jeff Stone. So it's called Pat Out of Hell with Jeff. And pretty much it's just riffing for bits, you know, like I like to use the podcast as like, oh, can this work out on the stage type of thing.
I was gonna say, yeah, that would be the perfect place because you could tell jokes. I mean, that's what we basically do. We just say like jokes, but I'm not a comic.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, okay, what can we like? It just riff, right? What's funny, you know? And you're just thinking about like something stupid
just
to say.
poking fun at everything.
Yeah.
Poking fun of everything and saying stuff. So like those are type like at first like I started podcasting before I started doing stand up because I started when I was 35 stand up. So that was my way to like introduce myself to like other comedians before actually going to the open mics and stuff. So I started a podcast first, but I've had like maybe like 12 different like types of podcasts, you know, interview podcast and mental health podcast and fucking
a lot of
past
people do that,
lives
right?
podcast and like just all different types of stuff, just to see what sticks. And I just like the ones where you get to like fucking just riff, dog.
Yeah, that's all we fucking do, dude.
Yeah.
We just talk shit and have a good time. Cause we do everything in one. Like we try to do like a skit here and there. We like when we're out, we'll put it up and put it on the podcast. So we're not just doing podcasting. We're like just basically recording ourselves, our life, basically doing stupid shit.
Yeah, it's slowly going in that direction a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do for work? I mean, like, but like, are you worried about like a public image type of thing? Like, do you have to like hide stuff from your coworkers?
No, like so the coworkers I work with, they're really close friends with me. We don't do a lot outside of work, but in work we're a really cool crew. So the ones who I trust have everything. They liked and subscribed and did everything.
Okay.
When it comes to management, I tell all the management, look, man, they found out because they're all like, hey, well, we heard you have a podcast. We're thinking of starting a podcast. I'm like, cool, man. You know, you should try it. It's not easy, but it is fun.
Yeah.
And they were like, what's the name of your podcast? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you, but if you find it, you know.
Oh yeah.
You'll find it.
But we're not saying nothing like.
Yeah, I don't say nothing
we're
to
not
jeopardize my
doing-
job or anything.
Yeah, we're like we don't talk about our job. Like I never once spoke about, hey, I work at this place and they're fucking idiots, or we never talk about our job. Well, I mean, we'll talk about shit that a lot of people won't have the balls to on camera.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, to be honest, like what we talking about, just adult sexual stuff with basically what you would do on stage, right?
It's like locker room talk.
Yeah, talk about politics, movies, whatever the fuck.
I know who you voted for.
Locker room talk. I just snapped. I was like, what?
Locker room talk, man. Come on.
We voted for locker room talk. It's kind of wilding out right now, but I mean, still.
He'll get back on track.
But no, I mean, we started off like that, and then we just got to the point like we never, because you know how a lot of podcasts start off like interviewing people right away. We never even thought to do that, right? Like I don't think we ever thought once. We're just like, hey, bro, we're gonna fucking talk shit with each other.
Yeah.
And
try to get people to laugh.
And then like we put like videos up, and then like we haven't done one of those in a while because now we have a lot of guests coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before it was just like it's just have us and drink and talk shit, and that's basically what it was.
Yeah,
I mean, interviewing people were like that's a good way to like
Branch out,
branch out, cross promote, and all that stuff.
Yeah, we made a big hit with the J6 series when John started the J6 series interviewing January Sixers. Like
He's all, I really know who you were.
Oh yeah.
That spread like wildfire, man. It just grew and grew, and you hear it was a really interesting story, man. When they were just talking to you what happened with their lives.
Oh yeah.
So it was like a documentary of our own into it, you know.
Yeah, because they had some crazy raid stories, bro. Like when they got raided, right when Biden took over, they were like talking about all the shit that happened. I was like, damn. And for us, it was more, hey man, we just want to hear what happened. You know, like what, like we're not gonna take everything they say as with the Bible.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
but
their story.
Yeah, that's their story. But for the most part, I mean, you could see like they have like their evidence and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, of course, you don't hear both sides, but it seemed kind of crazy. So I had to hear it out, man. I can't go wrong with that.
That's the funny thing about podcasts is like you don't get both sides. Like I've seen a couple of your stuff, and there's a couple of people that just like to spread negativity, you know.
And that's how some people are. But
I'm just like it's a guy that this guy burns bridges, and then he complains about people not fucking with him. It's like, well, you can't burn bridges and then like point fingers is like, oh, like they're gatekeepers or they don't. You know, they don't like me because of this, that, the other, and then blaming people for like stealing jokes when like their whole act is borrowed from other people, and even borrows people's mannerisms who he talks trash about, and it's just like, dog, like it's like the whole thing where like people, oh, look over there, so you don't look over here, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, when we get like stuff like that. We just like, oh, okay, like, because I like you said, we get one side of the story.
Yeah.
But we're not like creating alliances and like, oh, yeah, hey, that's my crew and that's my.
Yeah.
The only one that we've like actually teamed up with is like Double Days to do little things.
No.
And they've been helping us with stuff.
They're good people.
Yeah, yeah. Good,
Did they tell you how I met them?
No, how'd you meet them?
I picked up Baby Dave in a Lift. I was driving for Lyft.
Oh, shit.
Because comedy's going that good for me. You know?
I'm fucking killing it.
that's how I branch out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want to check out my shit?
Yeah, I do crowd work.
Can you fucking drive?
Yeah. Are y'all fucking?
Dude, Taxi Cab Confessions back in the day. Remember that shit?
Old
Yeah,
school
dude.
shit right there. Yeah.
And just shooting the shit, just driving. He was like, yeah, I do a podcast. I was like, oh, yeah, I do podcasts too, comedy and stuff. And that's how I became like they invited me on. I was the first comic to do Double Daves, which I didn't know until they did somebody else's podcast, and they kept bringing my name up. I was like, oh, man, that's rad, dude. I didn't know I was the first. So they're good dudes, man. I like them. I've done their podcast twice now, and I wish I would have done the show. I just couldn't make it happen.
But your name,
That was a fun show, man. It was really, really fun.
your name comes up quite a bit with a lot of people from what I hear. Like when they're talking about like the top San Antonio comics.
Oh, man, that's nice.
I've heard your name a couple times, so I'm like, okay, so we need to meet this fucker and like see what's up.
Oh, yeah,
and then you're a metalhead, bro. So speaking of that, I used to do the KSYM stuff. So
I heard about that. Yeah, dude.
So,
my cousin also worked with them. I think he went by the Dirty Champion or the Dirty Champ.
Dirty Champ. No,
Adrian Huerta.
no. When I was there, or what did he was?
He's a couple years younger than me, but like he had a metal show there too.
Oh, he was doing metal.
Yeah.
Shit, when I was there, it was Jake. It was I forgot what he called himself, and it was Metal Marcus.
This will be after.
Yeah. Metal Marcus was the one I took over.
Okay.
And then I was there for about 3-4 years.
I think
dude.
Rusty Liao or something like that. He had a weird like a name that he went by, like a radio stage name type of thing.
Yeah.
So I guess y'all just like missed each other by a couple of years or something. But yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that was
fucking rad.
That was fun, man. We used to get I used to get hammered because you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And you just get like I would go to the beer knoll in San Pedro, get a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Come back to the studio, get fucking drunk as hell, and
Just fucking
and
play records.
just play music all
Your speech starts getting worse as
I know.
the
It's
show
just
goes
like,
on.
I know. One time I accidentally cussed, and this fucking lady went all crazy and started calling, and you know what's the FCC? It's FCC, yeah. And then they were like, "Hey man, you do it again, you can't be here." I was like, "Shit, all right." And because I just get all hyped, man. And then some of the stuff, the records weren't like cleaned up. So if I had to know the song really well. Mm-hmm. And there's one where he said, "Bring the motherfucking ruckus," and he's just saying it. So I would have to have it up, and then when he says "motherfucking," I would have to put it down and put it back up. So I would be.
Oh damn!
Bring the motherfucking ruckus. So it was like a couple of songs, and I knew exactly what the cuss word was right here, and I'd be ready.
I could have sworn I heard a few cuss words on there, man.
Nah, I'm sure, but if somebody catches you,
But they just weren't clear. They can't be like crisp and clear.
yeah,
like,
especially with metal,
with metal, like you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know, like,
sometimes you could kind of get away with it, but not completely. Like with that one, it's like it stops. It's dun dun dun, and he's bring the motherfucking ruckus, and
Yeah.
it's pretty blatant. And I accidentally played that, and I said, "God damn, that shit was fucking good." And that was like. Oh,
And it was right at the moment that chick had to be listening, right? I'm gonna check in on this fucker right here. Let me see what's
checking
going
on
on.
this stupid metal beaner. Over
was it just you, or did you have like a team or something, a crew? Or?
No, dude, it's just you. So
you in the
in
room?
KSYM, it's just you in the room. I heard now they have cameras in there. So before you would have to cover it because they have cameras outside the booth. And then you just take your backpack, go in there, and then open your beers, bro, and be chilling. Then because I used to do it at nighttime.
Okay. Yeah.
So nobody's there at nighttime because Metal Show was from 9 to 11.
Damn, dude, that must have been fun, dude. I wish I always worked in radio, dude. Like doing radio programming and stuff. That would have been rad.
I wanted to do that for Kiss, and then I know, man. Like the people that are there, they're grandfathered in. You know, they're gonna stay there forever. They're not going nowhere. And then it was also like I just hate the music they play.
Is Randy Bonilla still with Kiss?
I don't know.
No idea, dude.
I don't know. I don't listen to the radio that much. Like every now and then, like I'll listen to that.
I met that little fucker once. Dude. He was a short guy, and I'm a short person too. But he was like shorter than me. I'm like, damn, your voice is so fucking deep for being so short.
Randy
Like, he must have some big balls, bro. Like, fuck.
He just out carried a big old load.
You're about the same age too. You're in 40s something.
I'm in my 40. I'm 40 right now.
40.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Lyle and Han?
Yeah, Lyle and
fucking morning show.
Han. I like Lyle and Han, man. They were old men, but I could still like. They were funny still. Like, they were good.
When I think about the idea of like group podcasting and stuff, I was like, oh man, like morning radio stuff. Like nothing against like Billy Madison and stuff. Like sometimes their stuff hits, sometimes it's just like the same note they're playing the same.
I mean, they were
note type
hot
of
the
thing.
first year, the first 2 years. They were like, man, everyone wanted to listen to them.
Yeah.
Billy Madison.
I've never listened to them.
Yeah, when
Never?
Never. I only know that they say mouth hugs because everyone around me would say it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, because I used to joke around and say like, I would say like, hey, jack me off with your mouth. And I would always say, oh, you're gonna jack me off with your asshole, or like you're joking around, you know, like me and my friends.
Yeah.
And then
with the boys.
yeah, with the boys, you know, get real gay.
You know how boys talk.
They get gay as fuck.
That's like they get good. Nah, but then I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, somebody told me, like mouth hugs. No, that's a good one because I mean it is a good one. And I was like, who'd you get that from? Did make it up? And he's like, oh, that's the Billy Madison show.
Yeah.
But by that time, you know, we already had like Spotify, or what was the other one, the older one? Not Spotify. The older people still use it.
Pandora?
Pandora, yeah.
Oh,
So we
Pandora,
already had like
yeah.
all those things, and and then I had like a CD player like back in the day, and I was like, "Fuck, why do I want to listen to the radio the same shit over and over?"
I like the banter. I like the friendship, the buddiness and stuff. Because like I used to be in bands before. Like that was what I did like in my past life or whatever. And I was like the group thing. So I like listening to them go. But when it's the same thing over and over again, they're just picking on that one guy, and it's the same old jokes. It's like, well, damn, dude, this is played out.
Okay, I've seen the little clips of that with that dude Nard or something,
Nard,
right?
yeah.
Nard,
Yeah,
poor guy.
He's like a retard or something.
He's like the.
I mean, not like a real retard, but he's stupid.
Yeah, well, he's special.
And yeah, I mean, I used to play in bands when I was a kid too, man. I play guitar. I used to love to like sing and all that. Yeah, I'm a fucking metalhead, bro. Like I remember.
Y'all play around like in high school and stuff?
No, we're at, like little things.
What was
but
your band name?
Where now when it was a Stemfold, but before that it was parts of Contortion. You remember Contortion?
Damn, dude, I want to say
It
that
was
sounds
really
familiar.
yeah, and we just played like we used to just play like a party or just do little shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like big. Like we didn't really do many gigs with them. But those other guys that played with me, they did a lot of gigs in San Antonio. They were out there, and then like
Damn,
little by little,
they
I
went
was
big time.
No, not even close, dude. Not even like we were nothing like.
Yeah.
Contortion was the big band at Edison High School. That's why they were like one of the top, and they were playing at White Rabbit all the fucking time.
Okay.
And yeah,
There are very few San Antonio bands that like stuck with it to do something outside of like White Rabbit or the Back Room of White Rabbit and stuff like.
do you remember like Low Key?
Low Key?
Yeah, and Meek and Loki and
Meek was one of. Oh, you were talking about Meek the other day. So it was Bobby that had the studio, and Jim, the singer, he still
has a studio, yeah, from what I heard.
Oh, I thought Bobby was one that had a studio. Bobby had an accident. And he passed away a couple years ago and stuff. He was a guitar player. He had a studio. I didn't know if Jim had but he works at 502. And but yeah, that was a great band. Meek was one of my favorite local bands, dude. And I was like, I can't wait for them to fucking blow up. And like
They never did.
they never did, dude. And they were like so fucking good. The drum was good. The bass. I mean, the whole thing was good.
They had
It just-
really good rhythm. Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense. Low key, I remember I went to a record shop off of Perrin Bido, and I walk into like some record shop, and I just go to dudes like, hey, where's your local section at? You know, where's the local? And he goes like, oh, you should take this one. It was a Low Key CD, and I was like, oh, I've heard of these guys. And then I look at the CD cover, and it was a bass player. The bass player like suggested his little CD.
Well, I saw this because I used to see Meek a lot, like party with them, because my neighbor, I don't know if you know Cracker Box Palace.
I
head
know
shop?
of them, but I don't know
Okay,
them,
so
yeah.
Johnny Peñao, he passed away, rest in peace. He used to sponsor them a lot, and Low Key. So we used to see them all the time and party all the time when I was growing up, like as a little kid. And I just saw the singer of Low Key at Johnny's funeral. And I was like, I told him, hey, you want to be in the party? He goes, yeah, man. And I called him like once or twice. He hasn't answered, but I'm going to have to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's a legend, bro, I think.
Oh, yeah. He looks like Ozzy still. At the funeral, he did a good...
Terry Anderson?
He did a good speech. He goes, because he still looks like a rocker. He goes, I used to be in a band called Low Key. Obviously, I couldn't give it up. Everybody laughed. And it was really good. But you remember like with All Sincerity?
Yes.
Yeah, so my friend's brother was a singer, Adolf.
Okay.
Yeah, but
They had a band before that called like 11-Fold or something like that. 11-Fold, I think.
I don't remember. I just remember with All Sincerity, and they were good.
With All Sincerity,
they toured with like Autumn to Ashes and all that.
Yeah. They're great. They were a great band. I liked when the release that they did on Pluto. But what's funny is like, and no disrespect, but like. And I was in shitty bands. You got to be in shitty bands before you get good.
He's like Ricky Bobby every time he cuts on something. With all due respect, it's like, you can't just say whatever you want.
I said with all due respect, you know.
They got Ricky Bobby in the house, and I'm joking.
But like their first band, which is still the same members, I think they added a different guitar player for With All Sincerity. But their first band, I think it was called like 11-Fold. They were rough. They were still learning their instruments, you know. So it's interesting to see like people like not be good. And then like fucking blow your fucking balls off and shit with what they bring.
Yeah, they were touring around the country, man, and then that was good because still one of the biggest local bands ever is going to be what is that the Stars at Night? What's the name? Oh my God, that biggest band right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Upon a Burning Body.
Upon a Burning Body. There you go. God, I can't believe I forgot. But
You like them?
they're all right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the best, but I mean they're still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to dog on them. I just think it's kind of this party music, like party metal, and I like that though. But I wouldn't put him up with like the greats. But dude, they've had a tremendous career though. They've been tearing it up. They have a lot of fans.
I was in the drum line with one of their drummers, and I saw him after years because I moved to Seattle for a bit, and then I came to play a couple shows in town with the band. That's fine, bro.
I just he said, I didn't have a faja. That's gonna be the ongoing joke now. That's gonna be
what was I gonna say before I got distracted?
I fucked you up, man.
Oh, way to go, Jeff.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I knew one of the drummers that they had, and like he was just like he was kind of stuck up, dude. When I saw him after years ago, I was like, dude, like we played music together. We were in the drum line together. Like we were like a band of brothers, and now you're gonna act like you don't know me. That's just kind of weird. Like, but he was like when he was with that band, he was like, oh, I'm better than all of y'all motherfuckers.
You're not the only one to say that, by the way. I've heard other people say like, they're like, they walk around like they own the city,
which is so crazy. But I mean, like whatever. And then I don't listen to their stuff. I was following them for a bit, and they were about to drop a new record. And then this was like when Twitter was pretty new, or new to me, I guess. And so the singer, he's like, "Yo, man, somebody's following me. I think somebody's following me. Somebody's trying to open my door, like somebody." And then, dude, they got in, and then like nobody's hearing from him. The band are putting out messages like, "Hey, has anybody seen? I don't even know what his name is. Danny. Has anybody seen Danny? We haven't seen or heard from him in 3 days. Where if you have any information, let us know. We're looking for Danny. Retweet, whatever." And then the following Friday, they drop an album, and the whole album is themed about like being kidnapped and surviving and all that stuff. And I was like, dog, you're gonna do this to like promote a fucking record, dude? Like play with people's emotions, like, oh no, he got kidnapped, like all this stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of cool.
I was gonna say, dude, that's pretty fucking awesome. But like,
after the fact, but at the same time, like like that happens all the time. Kidnapping reports go out all the time. Please share and help us find this. And every time I see somebody post like a missing child or missing, whatever, haven't seen, I was like, nah, they probably got an album they're dropping.
He's gonna be the boy that kind of.
I kind of was thinking about that. They're probably dropping albums right now.
I know. Yeah.
So that's the thing that turned me off about them and stuff. I mean, like, I remember seeing them earlier on, like at the Fun Town, the batting cages, the go-karts.
Oh shit! Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Way back in the day, dude. And so it was cool to see people from San Antonio like on the come up and stuff. But then that I don't know, that just like was a turnoff for me when they did that shit just to promote an album, because you're fucking with people's emotions.
Yeah, because you can imagine, man, the people who are like so attached to their music, like probably slitting their wrists when they found this shit, and then like,
yeah, that I mean,
it's fucking crazy
for the people
man.
that are, some people are
like psychotic attached to that band, their music and everything.
emotionally unwell.
Yeah, dude. And like this is like they look up to these people, and like this is all they have. You know, maybe they don't have a father at home, so they're like, so they like indulge.
I didn't sleep for a week,
And so like they're into like this music and these people are like their idols, and then like they just seem like, oh, they're gone forever. That's like people probably thought the worst things. You're missing for 3 days. You haven't heard from him 3 days. Of course he's dead, you know. And then like they go like, here's an album, and it's like, fuck you, dude.
I've seen the first 48, motherfucker. I know how it goes.
I'm not gonna buy that album.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna buy that
I'll
album.
just download it for free.
I'm gonna buy 2 of them.
I was gonna say, what would be your like epic concert, the concert that you are just the most memorable for you?
Dude, I mean, there's a lot of different ones. Most memorable that I look up to probably is like the last time I saw Tool, and the first time I saw ISIS. You ever heard of like the band?
I've
ISIS?
heard of them. Yeah.
So I had just moved to Seattle, didn't know anybody. I put out like I recorded a couple drum demos, right? And I just posted them on Craigslist, looking for friends, looking for people to jam with, whatever. And met a couple people, had a couple people like auditions lined up and stuff. So met some guys that were from Alaska looking for a drummer and whatever. They're like, hey, we're gonna go see Tool at the Gorge, which is like a 3-hour drive from like Seattle. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I want to go and stuff. And again, I'm a very introverted guy. Like taking a 3-hour road trip with strangers was like panic attack inducing, you know. But I was like, nah, man, you're here. You don't know anybody. Just fucking go, enjoy it, have a good time. And so we go out to the Gorge, and the Gorge is a gorge. It's just like the stage is like right on the cliff of the drop off. I like the canyon.
That's badass. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, at night, it's total darkness. You see nothing but stars, Tool, and I don't smoke that much, and I didn't smoke that much then, and so they were smoking, and I was just like, oh, this is fucking amazing. But the opening band, never heard of this band before, ISIS, and again, I don't smoke, so I was pretty high, and their sound was just like fucking mesmerizing. I felt it, and we were like in the back. You know how like the amphitheater was set up, the Verizon amphitheater?
Wireless, yeah.
So yeah, so
The
like,
lawn.
the lawn, yeah. We were just back in the lawn, like the farthest part, just enjoying like everything, whatever. And the ISIS goes on. It's fucking the guitar tone, and the weed and everything was just a perfect mixture. Having a good time, like it was a successful like hang out with strangers and stuff. So everything was just like lined up perfectly, and then the music took over, and it was just like a fucking rowdy experience. And then seeing Tool with that background stuff, I was like, this is the last time I'm going to see Tool, because they can't beat this.
Yeah. What year was this?
2006.
Oh, so he was still showing his face.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I've seen him when he used to show his face. Yeah. Loved it. Now he doesn't. He's in the background now.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it was still in that like where he was like kind of like stationary, but like he was like moving.
Yeah.
You know, like still moving. But yeah, it would be him, the drummer, and then the bass guitar player up front and stuff like that, and then the big old video, and it was just like nothing else would compare to that experience. And I'm the type of person like if I know you can't beat it, I'm not gonna fucking repeat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I used to see Tool back in the day, he would be in the front, you know, singing and doing all that, and it was great, man. He dressed up as a chick, you know.
I know when he started showing me the videos, I'm like, "What? That's Maynard?" Like, what that's not what I imagined.
And then one time, I just went and he was in the back, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
And he just stayed.
And we still kept going. he was right. We were gonna keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably seen Tool like maybe like that was probably my 5th, 6th time seeing Tool. But I just knew like when we left, I was like, that's the last time I'm gonna see Tool, you know. Not me. I'm gonna see Tool, but
I've never gotten to see Tool.
I've seen them so many times, bro. Like
I really didn't get into rock like until I was like in high school, and then I got into like death metal when I met him. So like I wasn't given a lot of options what to hear when I growing up, you know.
oh,
he was into like Disturbed.
Yeah, so when I
Down
got
with
into
the sickness.
when I got into high school,
Don't hit me,
Like-
mommy.
I know.
that was a good album, bro. The sickness. That was a good album, but like not like I think that one of the first rock bands I heard. Well, not I wouldn't say rock, but it was like Green Day.
Oh yeah, I love Green
It was
Day,
time
dude.
of your life. That's the first time I heard it. I was in sixth grade.
Nah, Dookie was the best,
Yeah.
bro.
What, dude? Time of your life was your first Green Day song?
Dude, he was listening to gospels.
Yeah, I grew up a lot of like Tejano country, gospel music, old country, old Grand Prix from my grandma. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So that's basically what I grew up on. And then when I got into high
I
school,
widened them up.
Yeah.
I got into high school. I heard Tool Parabola for the first time. I'm like, who the fuck is this? This is so fucking magical. You know?
That's so crazy to me. Like when people like talk about like the later albums being like the albums that like they introduced them to this iconic band. You know, like you got to get in from the. I would think you would have to get in from like the ground floor. You know, like the opiate. And then
Well, he's listening to him now.
Yeah, I listened to him now, but I had friends who were like John. They were into all this fucking rock from like the get go.
Yeah.
So I only heard of Tool because my buddy was on his headphones when we had CD players back then, and he was like, "Hey man, check out this fucking song, man. You might like it." I'm like, all right. And it was Parabola.
Yeah.
And then I got into like Disturbed, and then when Linkin Park came out, I was just fucking taken. Just all Linkin
It's
Park,
all
bro.
the time.
And the girl I was dating, was into like Stabbing Westward and all them. AFI.
Stabbing
and all them.
Westward is like a very.
I like Stabbing Westward.
No, they're good, but it's like, yeah, no, that's my girlfriend's album. You know, like that's my girlfriend's CD. You know, like they were
Hey,
still
get
good.
your
but-
CD, babe.
yeah.
Yeah, and then like I started getting into Korn, and I started like finding out all these other bands, and I'm like, damn, it's a whole different world of music that I was just.
So the first Korn song that you heard wasn't on self-titled.
no,
Mine was Blind.
it was it was Got the Life from my brother bought the album. That was the first Korn song I ever heard. God,
Wow.
You know what? Like,
That's crazy. That's crazy to me, dude. Like getting those albums first, like that came out like in middle school. The subtitle album came out in middle school, changed everything. But
just-
nothing sounds.
just
like
think about
this.
like Deftones, right? Most people didn't hear Deftones till Change. Dude, like for real. Like,
Changing House of Flies, that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
That
most
was-
people-
that was the first song I ever heard from.
most
Tool.
people didn't hear them
From
till
Deftones.
Change.
Yeah, that's
My
crazy to me.
my,
like,
my brother's homeboy had it on cassette, Adrenaline.
Yeah.
And we just listened to that shit all day, and I was like, God, because it's just so raw, that sound.
Yeah.
It was great, dude. I loved it.
I-
he always makes fun of me because he hates Deftones. He goes,
No, see, I never really hated. I always told him, you know,
Nah,
I
you talk shit all the time. Let's start this.
I would talk shit to just poke at this guy, but I was always like making fun of the way he sings and everything, like But like,
Everybody
when he was listening to Deftones, I was listening to Limp Bizkit. You know, that's the era I was like climbing into.
So yeah, I the first spin of Adrenaline, I didn't dig it. I didn't.
Oh, dude, I
didn't
loved
dig
it from the get.
And then
Rock hard.
Around the Fur came out, and I fucking loved that one. That was a fucking great album. Around the Fur,
But that's Chino's favorite album.
Mino Summer,
RX.
yeah, I forget what on the track.
Yeah,
list
yeah,
is.
but
But
Quite
then, like, I love that album so much. I went back to check out Adrenaline, and it made sense to me. I was like, oh, that's where they were coming from, you know, because it didn't like at first listen. That's the only thing you have to go off of. I really didn't like get it, but Around the Fur made me go back and listen to like their first stuff, the Adrenaline stuff, and I was like, man, this is a fucking beautiful record, dude. And then
I loved it, bro. I loved it from the get. Around the Fur, and then you have White Pony. And the one thing about White Pony,
See, that's where I became a Deftones, fan. I wasn't their biggest fan, but when the Passenger came out with Maynard, I was like, dude, this fucking song is so epic.
Well, the thing I liked about it was like they got extremely like it was totally changed from Adrenaline and Around the Fur.
Yeah.
And then you hear it and you're like, but it's still fucking good. Like
It's
it was
so
I mean,
good.
when
It's a
changed,
masterpiece.
That changed that beat, right? I mean, that riff that they have, and then with the DJ in the background, like that ominous sound. I mean, that just was, dude, captured you right away from right when that dun 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 dun, like right when that hit. I remember thinking, God damn, that's a banger, bro. Like that was an automatic song where you just, dude, it's undeniable that it was great. And then you hear like Teenager, and then they had like Digital Bath. It was totally
Knife
different.
Party.
And then that's Night Party was my favorite.
Fucking game changer.
That's
dude.
the first song I learned how to play on guitar.
Really?
Yes. And because it's really easy. It's just like 2 riffs.
I think when we went to the concert at the Frost Center, that's when I became like, okay, yeah, John was right all this time. Like, these guys are fucking badass. Because he sounded just like the album.
Oh, dude, he was
sick. It was fucking amazing. And I told John, like, dude, I didn't know Deftones was this fucking big because it was packed.
Dude, but what's fucked up is like, so Chino really didn't know how to sing. Like, he couldn't do it. So that album came out, and then that tour after that, like, he fucked up his voice. His voice is all fucked up. They posted a thing on they premiered a thing on MTV when they were like in Hawaii or something.
You're talking about after White Pony, right?
Yeah,
yeah, because all the cocaine he was doing too. I mean, that's what the album name is, White Pony.
Yeah,
They were just partying.
But what's so crazy is like, man, you actually released that stuff. Like, he can't hit or hold any notes. Like, it's that bad. But and then you're just like, oh well, they're done. That's it. But I guess he went to a vocal coach. He quit doing like a lot of the stuff. And then live, he does the fucking damn thing, dude.
Oh, dude, it's great. Even his Team Sleep is great. You know,
Team Sleep is good.
Yeah, I love it. And then he had that other one too. Yeah, Crosses is good. And then
Palms he did with the guys from ISIS.
Yeah, Palms is really good. I like it too. I like all of it, but you can tell because he likes that really soft singing.
Yeah,
kind of like trance, kind of riffs where you're just kind of like lay back and just get into it.
Lost into all
compared
that,
to like Deftones where it's just raw. Like fucking. We're gonna just tear it up as much as we can. I mean, but he has so much melody in it too, which is great, and that's what I always loved about them.
So talented, dude. So talented.
Yeah.
The writing, the singing style and stuff. But Knife Party, every time like that White Pony is definitely my like, if you could have like 5 albums on a stranded island, what albums would it be? That's for sure on there.
Like I like what is it? Back to School, Pink Maggot better than Back to School, the original.
I don't like.
I'm sorry. I like the original better than the new Back to School, the one that was more. And Chino hates the new one. He always talks about like he just did it because he was like
they wanted like there was on a soundtrack or something like that, right?
Yeah, because when the album first came out, I had it, and they didn't have Back to School, the newer one.
No,
it had just the Pink Maggot one.
Yeah,
and then they re-released it, and they
put that track 1, and it ruined.
Yeah, they put it on track 1.
It fucking ruined.
That's why he hates it so much because he was like. He basically said because at the time it was like that rap rock mix, like Linkin Park, Evanescence, like all that shit was going on, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'll just throw this out to shut up the producers. I mean, not producers, was the music label.
Rap rock enough." And they're like, "All right, we'll give you back."
And he even said, he goes, "I made it in like an hour or so." He just made it real fast, and he's all there, throw it out there.
Damn,
because he was all upset about it. He didn't want to do it.
I think some of the lyrics aren't even words. He's just like, he's just saying stuff like just to like fill up the fucking gaps.
Well, that's what in White Pony is the first album where they actually he got into like that fantasy world of writing. Because if you ever listen to the lyrics, none of it really makes sense compared to like Adrenaline Around the Fur.
Yeah, it's not as like emotional, directed. Like I'm talking to this person. I'm talking to this person. It was just kind of like I'm creating a whole
like a whole it's a whole my own world. Because like when you hear Digital Bath, he's talking about cutting somebody in like doing all this crazy shit. But it's totally different, man. But it was good. But enough about Deftones. We could have a whole hour on Deftones, but
we go forever. On that shit.
I know. But
Knife Party was mind blowing because like they had Eileen Get Sick. She just so happened to be in the studio. She was recording an album with the guy from Jane's Addiction, and they were just down the hall, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on over there?" Like, "Oh, come get on this album and stuff." She just does like a screaming part, which is like kind of like the same type of like thing that they did with Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd did. I forget what track it is on Dark Side.
I know
what
you're talking about. Yeah,
but same thing. That
I love that. I've always thought that was a black chick. It has to be, right?
From Pink Floyd? Probably.
Yeah, because she just has that black not in a mean way. Just like only a black girl can hit that kind of shit, right there.
Yeah. They got the voices for that kind of shit, bro.
Oh, that's that gospel, bro.
That's what I pictured. That soul.
That's
reaching to heaven right there.
That's a soul voice, bro. If it's a white chick, I will be fucking crazy surprised that it was a white girl that pulled that off.
Yeah,
I did like though. Before we end on Deftones, Paramore, the singer from Paramore, did Knife Party with them one time, and that was a really cool.
She's got a voice.
Yeah.
She's good.
She does have a voice.
They put on good shows.
But
I've
but
seen them
yeah,
live before.
I would say my favorite concert though had to be at the Verizon Wireless when you're speaking about it. It was Snoop Dogg and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and me and my friends dropped. Not promoting this because I know now these fucking kids watch my shit. But
like and subscribe, fuckers.
but we dropped some fucking tripping balls. So it's funny because Snoop Dogg ended the concert and you see all the black people leaving. Like we're walking in and you see all these black people taking off, dude. And it was like, oh, cool. They're all leaving. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I said, cool. That's a bad chance of winning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know.
It's gonna be a good show, guys.
No, and they were just leaving. I was thinking, cool. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? Why, like, they're not gonna stay for Red Hot? And then so they're playing, right? And it's raining and it's like lightning. And you know it's an open pavilion, so a lot of people, right when it starts raining, you know those like in the lawn they have like the dirt little aisle that you walk in and out of, and people are like sliding down, and then dude, people are like fucking, dude, it's just craziness, right? And then they're playing in the background, you see lightning, and I wasn't just tripping, like I was tripping, but I asked people later, I was like, dude, did you see that? And they're all like, oh yeah, and they weren't tripping.
They're like, bro, it's not even raining. What are you talking about?
Why you all drenched?
You sweat too much.
I'm just pissing on myself.
This guy sweats profusely.
Yeah, dude. It's raining.
It's so much to me by myself enjoying. No, so I'm fucking watching them play, and I love Red Hot. I mean, obviously, I got a fucking tattoo. Love Red Hot, and they're playing. You see lightning behind them, and it's just such a like in the moment, you know.
Yeah.
And this was before cell phones, so there's no cell phones out.
Yeah,
everybody's just like, it almost felt like when I would see those old you know, hippies mudsliding, and everybody's just going crazy, you know, that. And that would have to be, I mean, not my favorite, but just most memorable because like
what year was that, you think?
Oh man, like probably
That's Californication?
Yeah. Okay. It had to be like no, it was probably after that because it had to be like 03, 04, somewhere around there. Okay. Somewhere around there because Californication came out when I was in high school still.
That was at the Verizon, right?
Yeah, Verizon. Verizon was the shit, man.
It was cool. I just don't like going far, man.
I liked it because even Ozfest, remember they used to have the Ozfest
even when they had the Warp Tour there, it was fucking awesome.
I never did the Warp Tour in San Antonio. I did the Warp Tour in Seattle because I was like, if I'm going to be outside, it's going to be like 80 degrees. It's not going to be like 100 degrees on asphalt and all that shit, dude.
But did you ever see back in the Ozfest days in Verizon, they would get all the newspapers and stuff and they would have little mini fires all over the lawn?
No, I only been to Ozfest. I went to Ozfest 94.
Damn, I never went to Ozfest. Damn.
Oh man, I went to all of them, dude. Ozfest. As the Late Dying used to have a show out there. I forgot what it was called. God damn, I forgot what it was called. But then he had Warp Tour out there. You had a bunch of shit. There was, dude, because San Antonio was like the metal capital for a while.
Yeah.
It was awesome, bro. And it just went to shit. Now, I mean, what venue, like outdoor venue, what do we have? I mean, they were supposed to do Sunken Guardians and that stuff.
Is that still open?
Yeah, they renovated it nice.
Yeah, they do it like for the festivals and stuff, but I haven't seen like a concert there in a bit, dude.
Nah, we used to climb down the rocks and run because you would be able to go for free.
I never snuck in there.
Oh, we used to climb up to the top, right? Not like climb the rock, but you go walk to the top.
You scumbag.
And we used to like climb down, and then and sometimes it would be funny because we'd be right before you hit the floor, and you would see like a cop there and just waiting for you. So we'd be like, all right, bro, we're gonna have to scatter. We jump down and just run separate ways and fucking run into the pit, and then you're good after that.
I would do that now, man. Tickets are so expensive, dude.
They're fucking ridiculous. The taxes are more than the damn fucking ticket.
I'll just jump down and my ankle, oh my back, oh shit, my knee broke.
I'll just be that guy. No, I'm just gonna fucking pay it. That's all I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna go through this shit.
YouTube.
I'm just gonna watch in the background.
What was your most memorable concert, dude?
I'm gonna put it in two categories. Like one is gonna be because when it was Saliva, it was like Breaking Benjamin, Head PE, Systematic, and it was at the Sunset Station. That was my very first concert. Very first going by myself with my girlfriend and her mom. Mm-hmm. She was our chaperone. But like, yeah, man, it was fucking awesome because I was like a big Breaking Benjamin fan. And then Saliva, I was huge, and I heard. I mean, Head Planet was it Planet PE? They played Systematic. I didn't know who they were at the time, but I fell in love with all of them. I mean, that was my very first fucking concert of all time.
I forgot Far West Rodeo used to have a lot of shows. That's where I first saw Slipknot. Dude, this was like Fred Durst introduced them, and everyone the next day, bro. I would always tell, like, when I was teaching, I would tell my students, I was like, I remember, like, that next day, bro, everybody came to school. Like, not everybody, but all the metalheads. And then you see, like, a couple people that had the jumpsuits and everything. It was fucking awesome, bro. Slipknot was just, dude, they were just like a burst of raw energy. Dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, like, it's weird to think, like, I discovered them at Hot Topic. But like, you know what I mean?
You're talking shit about him.
Check out this band, dude.
What a fact.
Hot Topic used to be. There was something before. It was
Dude,
like
Hot Topic used to be
jewelry
fun,
and
man.
goth.
I used to buy all the band shirts there from Hot Topic.
Hot Topic was the shit back in the day.
It was the shit back then.
That
Back in like before 2000s. After 2000s, like yeah, gay. But like they had like
and Suncoast started selling all the T-shirts too.
yeah, dude, like
after that you have to have the hair on the eye.
Just keep doing.
And skinnies, the skinny jeans.
I didn't go that far.
I'm glad those are. Oh, I never wore skinny jeans. I'm not a fucking queen.
They feel good though, but I never wore them.
But like Hot Topic, I mean that era, like right before 2000, that was like when like you would like pick up albums just based off the cover. You know, like before, like you would do that all the time. Like, oh, that looks cool. That looks cool. Let me check it out. But then they had like that. Oh, it looks cool, and also you could listen to it for a little bit. You know, so I got to like check it out.
Oh yeah,
they
they
have
have
the
like
headphones there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headphones, they have like a little like.
That's old school.
You push the button and it'll play the song for you for like
Yeah.
10, 15 seconds.
Do they still have that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go to Hot Topic anymore. Dog. Nice trap, dog. I see what you're doing there.
Is it still open? Hot Topic?
You know, yeah, it's still open.
He goes, yeah, I still go
Who's
there.
gay now?
You know,
I buy my cashmere socks there.
you see him all there, right? With all, hey, what's up, young fella?
He's all, can I help you, German? Oh, shit.
He's all trying to talk like him, right? Doing all those slang words.
Yeah. What's
Hey,
up?
bruh, what's up, bruh?
Yeah. You like turnstile, dog?
Dude, yeah, I know it is because I actually had a student a long time ago that worked there, and she goes, I work at Hot Topic, and I was like, oh, cool, that's still a thing. And because you know nowadays the '90s style's back. They all dress like in the '90s, baggy pants, like the rockers.
Oh
like-
yeah,
like,
yeah. I've seen that.
They all dress like '90s kids now.
Yeah.
and it's gone back. So you know,
Going back
because
to
I
the
remember
future in this
just
one.
like maybe 6 years ago. It was like the 80s. Remember the fanny packs? Everybody had fanny packs and shit. It was
the good old fannies.
I was like, dude,
Neon
those
and
were
stuff.
not cool in the 80s, much less now. Like, what is this?
I got stuff to carry. You know, I need my inhaler.
I got a lot of shit to
He's
do,
all,
man.
he's like, come on, guys, you ready to play?
Yeah.
Gotta fight this air.
That was fucking we dude. I love music, bro. I could talk about this,
Oh,
but let's
for
talk
sure.
about your comedy, man.